Hey everybody, Johan Magnusson here, Big Swede Barbecue, and today we're making pulled pork on the Beale Street powered by Memphis. The first thing that I'm going to do to this pork butt is start trimming off some of the excess fat. I don't want to trim down too much, maybe trim down the fat cap a little bit and just clean up the backside. So I think it looks pretty good, so now it's time to inject the pork butt. So for this cook I'm going to use Kosmos Q Original Pork Injection, and I'm going to mix that with some apple juice. You can of course use any commercial pork injection or make your own. When the marinade is done, you want to inject the pork butt all over, about an inch, inch and a half apart. When you have injected it, cover it with some aluminum foil and put it in the fridge overnight. So here's the pork butt that I injected and prepared yesterday, and now it's time to give it a good seasoning. And you can go with any commercial pork rub out there, or you can make your own. What I like is a rub with a little bit of heat, a little bit of sweet, and quite a lot of paprika in it, so it will give it that beautiful red color. We're gonna use our Big Swede Barbecue Badass Pork Boost, and you basically just want to give it a really good coating all around. Pork butt is a pretty large piece of meat, so you can go heavy on the seasoning. When you've seasoned the entire pork butt, let it sit for about 45 minutes before you put it in the smoker so the seasoning can adhere to the meat. So it's been 45 minutes, the pork butt is sweating, taking on a beautiful red color. So it's time to fire up the Beale Street powered by Memphis. I like to smoke this at 230 degrees smoke mode. I like to use cherry pellets because not only does it give a good smoke flavor, but it also gives the pork butt a beautiful red color. Since the heat from the Beale Street is coming from underneath, you want to place the pork butt fat side down, slide an aluminum pan with a little bit of beef broth underneath to collect all those juices, and then it's time to smoke until you get an inner temperature of 165 degrees. Every hour I like to spritz the pork butt with some apple juice to keep it moist during the smoke. When the pork butt reaches an inner temperature of 165 degrees, it's time to remove it from the grill and place it on some aluminum foil. Then you want to pour the pork drippings on top and wrap this up in a tight package. Then place it back on the grill again, and then you want to keep cooking until the pork butt reaches an inner temperature of 205 degrees. So the pork butt is sitting in the Beale Street at a temperature of 205, so it's time to take it out. And now we want to let this rest for an hour before we start pulling it. So after an hour, unwrap the aluminum foil and start pulling the pork butt using a heat-resistant glove. I'm also going to pour back into the meat some of those pork drippings that we collected during the smoke. I've separated the fat using an oil separator. And that is how you make smoked pulled pork on the Beale Street, powered by Memphis. If you like this recipe, please subscribe to Memphis Woodfire Grill's YouTube channel or check out their website, www.memphisgrills.com, for more recipes like this. And I think the only thing left for me to do is to try the pulled pork and see what it tastes like. Wow. Juicy, flavorful, a lot of pork flavors in this recipe. So I really hope you try this at home. Happy grilling. Oh man. Well,